guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you really enjoyed the first one and I hope you all had an amazing week and done some really cool things. I did a bit of a what do you guys want to see on my Instagram, and a lot of you said Q&A, leotard haul, which I actually really loved, really good idea, and more of a day in the life. And I thought I'd do a Q&A this week because the last one was a little bit day in the life, training updates, moving house, bit of a mishmash. But anyway, so yeah, let's get to the Q&A. Okay, so a lot of you sent a lot of really good questions in, and I pretty much just screen grabbed them all, and I'm just gonna pick them at random now. So, first one was, when did you start gym and can you give tips for level 4s? I started gym when I was about 3 or 4, pretty much because I got into preschool classes because Becky was there, and I kind of just never stopped really. Been at the same gym club ever since, and yeah, been loving every minute of it. Okay, next one. Have you got any hobbies outside of the gym, or would you like to get into any? I'd probably say hobbies outside the gym. Big shopping addict me, like, it's not good, needs to stop. Love makeup, which I haven't been doing for a while actually, and really would just love to work in that industry after I finish gym. Other than that, just generally like normal stuff, seeing my friends, spending time with my family, cinema dates, and yeah, anything really. So next one, we will go for have you got all your skills back after lockdown? Well, like I've told you guys already, I've had a bit of a back injury, and we kind of went back to training in like June time, and obviously we're in like end of September now, but I probably did about 3 to 4 weeks of training before I hurt my back, and I got a lot of the basics back. Wouldn't say many of the skills, pretty much everything on beam, floor, pretty much everything, but just like on really soft surfaces like the fast track. Bars was just kind of getting there. I hadn't done many releases yet, but got like the basics back, and then vault was mainly just timers. But yeah, I hurt my back. This is going to lead into another question that someone said, what's wrong with your back at the moment? I kind of hurt on a toe full on bars, just on the snap into the toe on, it just kind of went, and it had been bugging me a bit since I come back from lockdown anyway, and yeah, just kind of went on me, and had a scan and stuff, and it was just a slight disc bulge, which is just when you have like discs in your back and it just kind of pushed out a bit, but then there was a little nerve sac at the bottom, and the disc was pushing on the nerve sac, which is why it was so painful. And if anyone has ever had any kind of nerve problem, you'll know the pain. But it's a million times better now. I'm finally getting back into some basic gym stuff, kind of more basics on bars, a little bit of tumbling on fast track, some more beam skills, and just kind of runs down the vault. But yeah, it's getting there. It's kind of a blessing in disguise, I would say. Like, I think I'd be finding it really hard to be full-blown training right now with no end goal, but obviously I would love to be fully training in the gym. Obviously it's kind of boring not being able to do much without actually being able to do anything outside the gym either because of all the COVID restrictions. But yeah, we'll move on to the next question now. Hope that filled you in. We will go with, what's your go-to breakfast? Mine is scrambled egg and beans on brown toast. You can't beat it. It's just simple, easy, and you can literally cook it in 5 minutes, and I just had it for my brunch today because I love it so much. What is it like living in your new house? I am loving it so far. It's still really weird coming home from gym and no one's there. Yeah, Matt normally comes in after me, so that it's strange. We're looking into getting an animal. I really want a dog, but dogs are a lot of work. It's basically having a kid, and don't think I'm quite ready to have a dog yet, but I do really want one. We might go for a cat first, although Matt wasn't much of a cat lover until he started coming obviously to my old house, and we had 4 cats, and he literally loves one of my cats called Coco. So I'm hoping he'll let me get a cat, maybe 2 if I'm lucky. But yeah, living in the new house is great. There's still so much to do. Like, our fridge came broken, and that has just been a nightmare trying to sort out. It's still, we haven't got a replacement yet, and hopefully we will get one next week. We still don't have wardrobes yet, neither of us, so half of my clothes are still at home, and my other clothes are in an organised chaos in my dressing room. My mats are in the other room. So yeah, we got a lot to sort out, but I'm absolutely loving just the freedom and just being able to go in the living room and put what you want on telly and no one moan. It's just lush. And obviously living with Matt, which I've wanted to do for so long. Okay, next question. Besides gymnastics, what is your dream job? Okay, so I kind of said this earlier, I'd love to work in the makeup industry, whether that's having my own kind of makeup line, working for a company, being a makeup artist, anything along those lines, like I would just love. It's just something I've always loved doing, and just like changing it up all the time. And yeah, I'd also love to try athletics. Like, I've always wanted to try that, but obviously I've just been so into gym, I've just never had the time. So that would be a really cool thing to explore. Okay, next one. Biggest achievement. Okay, this is a hard one to pick, but I'd probably say Worlds 2019, because every other competition I kind of done, whether it's been a Euros, Worlds, anything, I've kind of gone into it with like no expectation on myself. And I'd say Worlds last year, one, I'd put a lot of expectation on myself for the all-around, which is why my qualification just did not go well at all. Like I said, I like to go into competitions with no pressure on myself and just kind of go out there and enjoy it. And I just put way too much pressure on myself and kind of crumbled under the pressure, I guess. And obviously I had been working in New Vault for so long, and it was finally ready to put out the Worlds last year, but the training the week before, when you're kind of out there and in the training gyms where there's no pits, no really soft mats anywhere, I'd done my vault a couple of times but landed short. I hadn't actually landed one yet. So then when it got to the competition day, we were on vault last. I'd obviously not done well on any of the pieces really. So my mood was low, like wasn't really sure if I was going to be allowed to do the new vault or not, because the competition hadn't been good. And thankfully the coach said I could, and literally best decision we have both together ever made. And yeah, it was just such a relief, and to land it, like I'd been working the vault for literally 3 to 4 years, and then obviously to go into the final and just put the vaults on my feet was absolutely amazing. Then coming out with a bronze medal was just icing on top of the cake. So yeah, that's my biggest achievement, I would say. Next one. What's your favourite apparatus? This is hard as well, because like training, it like differs every day. Like the feeling of making like your first bar routine in training is amazing, but training bars is really hard. And floor is hard to train but amazing to compete. Vault is kind of just vault, like it's pretty similar every day. So at least I know like when I get to training vault, it's normally pretty consistent, and beams either amazing or like terrible. But I would say for training, favourite piece is vault, competing is floor. Okay, next one. Did you always want to be a gymnast? Well, I kind of have never known anything different, and there had obviously been a few times like when I was younger and like I wanted to quit, and I think I did quit for about 6 months maybe when I was like 6 or 7, and came back and just kind of like got into it again. And I guess for me, the best thing about gymnastics is going out there and competing, and I was always successful from a young age, so I guess that just was what I thrived off, and just always working hard towards competition was what I liked, which is why this kind of period is so weird, because we have no competition to work towards, so it's like the motivation is very up and down in the minute, as I can imagine it is for any kind of sports person out there right now. So yeah. Okay, next question. Have you ever thought about becoming a coach? I have my level 1 qualification. I got it about 3 years ago actually already. But yeah, definitely gonna make sure like I get my level 2 under my belt, because then that just opens up kind of more opportunities to, if you ever just needed a job or anything, like just to go and coach, you kind of like need a level 2. So yeah, I don't know, like I obviously love being in the gym, but I feel like I've been in the gym for like my whole life. So I think I would, if I ever did get into coaching, I'd definitely, whenever I would retire and then take a break out the gym and then kind of get back into it through coaching, I guess. But yeah, it's one of my options. Next question. What hours and times do you practice? Okay, on a normal week, pre-COVID, I would do half my week at Knott's, which is my club, and then half my week at Lilleshall. And so every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was at Lilleshall. So I'd wake up on Monday morning, I'd go to David Lloyd, do a fitness session with my strength and conditioning coach, eat breakfast, drive to Lilleshall, do a session, probably like 1 till 4 or 5. So it was like 2 sessions, but 1 gym session. And then Tuesday would be double gym session, so it'd be like 10 till 1, and then like a 2-hour break-ish, and then 3 till 5, kind of. So that would be more of like a routine morning, and then like corrections and stuff in the afternoon. And then Wednesday, kind of depending on what I needed to do, would be like 1 or 2 sessions. So sometimes it'd be like all 4 pieces in the morning, then come in for like a really quick session in the afternoon for like an hour of corrections, and then go to my strength and conditioning coach again to do an hour of like cardio fitness work. Thursdays I have off, I need my day off, feel like I just need to like rest and kind of just chill from gym for a day in the week to then like go again on the Friday. Then Friday would be a routine day again, but I'd be at my home club this time, Knott's. And then similar to Tuesday, but I'd normally do it afternoon, evening kind of style. So I do my routines in the afternoon, have a quick break, and then do corrections in the evening. And Saturday was more of a big, long session, like 10 till 2, of either routine work, corrections, or basic work, depending on what I needed to do. Okay, next one. What's your favourite place that gym has taken you to? Good question. I've been to a lot of places, and it's hard because you go to a lot of places normally to compete, so you don't actually see the cities that much. So I'd probably say the place I've been to where I've actually had time to explore it was probably our Tokyo camp last year, and we were kind of coming into kind of routine build-up season, and we were obviously just out there to get the feel of Japan, which obviously for this year, but not this year now, next year. And yeah, we just had we're doing like 1 session a day, sometimes 2, but mainly 1, just because we weren't really pushing too hard at that moment in time, and we were there to kind of just get the feel of Japan. And it was really nice because we were out there with the men's and the trampoline team. We just had time to all kind of get to know each other and do stuff together. We did a lot of team bonding activities. Like we did a scavenger hunt around Japan, which was really fun but really, really long at the same time. We went to like a hedgehog cafe, which was really, really cool. and just like different stuff like that was just like really fun to do. So I'd say that's my favourite place gym has taken me to. Next ones, they're all a bit similar here. Any upgrades? Pre-COVID, we were working just some kind of playing with aminars, playing with some bios on Vol, and then the rest of my pieces were kind of staying pretty similar. Beam, we were looking to put the big dismount back on again, which is my double Arabian. Floor, we were potentially putting the pike Arabian at the end, but we weren't sure yet. It was just kind of, we knew we had enough anyway, but they were just kind of like the extras we were looking to put in. Bars was definitely staying the same. So yeah, mainly vault upgrades, if anything. Okay, last question. Favourite competition you've ever competed at? I am gonna say 2014 Europeans, because I was a junior, which was like my first European. So I was in the junior team and Becky was on the senior team. And our teams, like junior and senior, just both gelled together so well. And we all just had like such a good time. Like I was in a room with Claudia anyway, which she was a junior, I was a junior, she was a senior. So that was kind of different anyway. Like you normally have like seniors with the seniors, juniors with the juniors. Because there was both teams of 5, like someone had to kind of mix. And I'd been on a couple of competitions with her the year before anyway, so we were good friends already. And yeah, it was just like so much fun. We all had an amazing competition as well. And like we'd done about 2 or 3 weeks of camp before that anyway. So we'd all been gelling together, working really hard together, watching each other's pre-comps. And yeah, like I said, we were all just really getting along well, and everyone had such a good competition as well. So I would say that was my favourite. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, but thank you guys so much for the questions. They were really, really good. Yeah, I think my next vlog, I might do a day in the life, or like I said, I love the idea of a leotard haul. All my leotards are still at my old house, so I'll need to bring those over, but then yeah, I would probably do that one as well. But yeah, like and subscribe please, and comment down below if you want to see anything else. Yeah, comment down below if you want to see anything else, and I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Bye guys.